Renaissance Man Education here. People in America got something twisted or mixed up. We think everything is supposed to be cute, pretty, easy, easily accessible, and that everything just grows on trees and never runs out. Anything, any person of quality or worth is going to require some type of effort. But look, a lot of times, and I'm going to get spiritual on you, I'm a Bible believer. A lot of times Yahweh, that's Hebrew for God, he'll put blessings right in front of you. But it's packaged in work. Mud, dirt, blood, sweat, tears, effort. And we'll look at what we think is something undesirable or not worth the effort, and it's a blessing in disguise, and we'll leave it where it's at. But somebody's gonna get it. So in the YouTube short and TikTok video, I talked about a kid, former student of mine, who said he needed some money. Now in reality, I had given this kid some money before. He was supposed to be an aspiring artist, a rapper and a singer. So I bought a CD from him. Never got my CD, but okay, he's a kid. I care about my students, even the ones that, don't always do what I think they should do, but okay. You get at least one mistake in life. But knowing this, the young man asked, "Hey, sir, Mr. Renaissance Man, I need such and such amount of dollars, like $30 to get a TWIC card." If you don't know what a TWIC card is, you need your OSHA and your TWIC card to work in chemical plants. And here in Louisiana, there's loading docks near the Gulf of Mexico in New Orleans, and I think in Port Allen, Louisiana, and in Plaquemine, Louisiana. I could be wrong about those two locations. There's paper mills, railroad stations, plenty of places to do some manual labor, but you need those credentials. I actually am certified to teach the OSHA 10 course. I have to put kids in headlocks, figuratively. I don't really put kids in headlocks. But I have to do a lot of convincing to get the kids to get a free credential. In the real world, it costs about, at this point in life, it's probably about $1,000. It used to be $600 or $700 a few years ago. But we see under the current presidential administration, everything is more expensive. So I'm almost certain it's probably anywhere between $800 to $1,000 now. But anyway, you need that in a TWIC card. And the kid said he needed $30 more to get a TWIC card, but I was out of town. Plus, I know his character. But I said, okay, let me test you out, because that's another thing. Sometimes before folks will bless you, they'll test your character. So I said, okay, you can get some money, but you got to work for it. Now, what I was going to do, I was going to give the kid $100 instead of 30. Now, he said he had a deadline because he crossed me once, and because I was out of town, and because I questioned his character at that point, I wasn't going to just cash app him any money. He had to earn it this time. Probably should have made him earn it the first time. Well, I mean, he was supposed to. He was supposed to sell me a product in exchange for money. He didn't. He failed to deliver. So I said, okay, no problem, dude. Come work. Be ready to work bright and early Sunday morning. He deleted his comment in which he asked for the money. But that particular Sunday morning, I asked him, "Hey, do you want to come work?" He asked me where I was at, and that's a smoke screen to act halfway like you wanted to work, and then say, "Oh well, I was busy," or "You didn't text me in enough time," or whatever. Look, My son is a doggone workhorse. I don't really need anybody's help other than my sons to get the lawn work done, and really I can do it without him. But it's going to be one of his options for a business in the future. I want his first job to be him. I want his first job to be him having his own business, so he knows what that feels like, because that's important. The way the economy is going, you're going to need more than one way to make money. I don't care what you're doing. One of those needs to be a business, and the other needs to be something that nobody knows about, for when Mad Day comes and people try to stop your opportunities. Because the way people act now, it will happen. You will see that in your lifetime. So I don't need the kid's help. I was doing him a favor. But since the guy didn't want to work, okay, no problem. See, at this point, I don't think that $30 was going to be for a TWIC card. I think he was going to do something I wouldn't recommend he do, or buy something I wouldn't recommend he buy. I'm pretty sure he got that money too from some source. At that point, it's not my business. I tried to do what I could. But 2 lessons you take out of this. Number 1, you ain't got to give anything away. You can put people in a situation where you can make sure that you're giving to a worthy cause. Or you can just give out of the goodness of your heart. Don't lend people money. When you get in the business of lending money, you're going to be in the business of not getting paid back. So you take sums of money that either A, you don't mind giving away, and that you're not going to miss. And I don't care if somebody says, I need to borrow $100. If all you can give is $5, give them $5 and let them find the other $95 themselves, because you did them a favor. If they don't want that $5, keep it in your pocket and put it in your gas tank, because it might get you a good gallon or so, maybe less, depending on where you are. I digress from that point. And there's nothing wrong with saying, okay, I got a little money, but help me with this. Do this for me. Wash my car. Do this, do that. Exchange something. Sell me something. Whatever. It's your money that you worked hard for. I'm a firm believer in the fact that you reap what you sow. I do feel like if you give, that God will bless you with something in return. The Bible tells you that be careful how you treat people, because you never know when you're entertaining the company of angels unawarely. It says unawares. I don't know if unawarely is a real word, but you know what I mean. Don't judge me. Or better yet, you know what? You should judge me by my actions and my character, and judge everybody by their actions and their character, not just words. And let me give you young people some advice. Or how about this? Let me share with you some advice I shared with my son. Friends, company may not come packaged as what you think they should be or look like. They may not be packaged as the cool kids. It may not be packaged as the cheerleader girl or the football player with 6-pack muscles. God may send you a butterfly that's a caterpillar right now and who's going to blossom later. He may send you a friend who's a nerd or not popular. He may send you a friend who's not a good athlete. He may send you a female who likes you, who doesn't look like Beyonce right now, or doesn't look like the model Tyrese, well, Tyrese is a singer, Tyson Beckford or whoever right now. But what if that person is a blessing in disguise? Hear what they got to say. If they're loyal to you, be loyal back to them. If you getting a material thing and it's not, it's Nike, but you wanted Polo, or your parents bless you with your first car and it needs a paint job, or it's not a BMW, still a car, still gonna get you from point A to point B. It's a blessing. Don't worry about the package. Worry about the contents. Character. When you're talking about people, that's what matters. Sometimes with material things, it really is the thought that counts, or that counts. What's more valuable? A millionaire who gives you $100, or a person who got $500 to their name and they give you the whole 500? Who's really sacrificing for you? Who's going to be loyal when things get tough? Who's going to stand with you when nobody else will stand with you? See, that's the contents of people's character. And that's the quality of people's actions. You need to think things through. Don't you lose loyal people because they don't look a certain way, or because they're not popular or something like that. Because those people who are popular, they got you're disposable to them. They can ditch you for a bunch of folks. They may be using you for the time being. See, they don't look like work. They're not packaged. They're not packaged as effort. They packaged all pretty, but they empty inside. You be loyal to who's loyal to you, and you appreciate what you have, especially if you're given something, because people ain't got to give you jack. For young men, I'll go ahead and tell you, it's going to be seldom when people give you things. And for all you young folks listening, I tell my students this all the time. You're going to get to the point where after high school, ain't nobody giving you jack.